Hey guys, so this week we're starting our social studies, and our topic is civics and government, which means learning about the people who make decisions for the places that we live, which is the government, and then also how we are part of that, how we can be citizens in the community we live in. When you were at school, you took home a magazine with you. If you were not at school, I'm going to tell you some separate directions because you weren't here to take the magazine home. But for those of you who did take the magazine home, you are going to get that magazine today. Do not worry, you're not doing the whole thing today. Let me show you what you're going to do in here. You are going to open it up, and you're only going to read the first article. So the first article is called Meet the Top Candidates. And within this article, you've got all these different text features. You've got information about each of the presidential candidates for our country this year. You have some headings that show you the different sections in the article. And you also have just some extra features on the side. So your focus is on these two pages inside of your magazine. If you turn the page, it's a whole different article, and we're going to look at that later. So you're going to take a look at this article. You're going to read through it to learn some information about our candidates, which is something that a citizen would do if they were going to vote. They would want to know information before they made their decision. After you read the article today, you're going to flip your magazine to the back, and you're going to find the bottom section that has questions under Meet the Top Candidates. Remember, this is the name of the article that you read. So there are 3 questions about this particular article. This section is for a different article. So you're going to answer these 3 questions, and don't forget that it would make a lot of sense to go back and check for answers here when you do this. This first question is asking for the main idea. We've practiced main idea before. This one's asking a very specific question that comes from the article. One term as America's president lasts for blank years. So you can go back and find it if you don't remember. And this one says, which phrase from the article best explains the meaning of virtual? So you may want to go back and find virtual in the article before you answer. So you might have to do some searching before you answer it so you can see. I'm trying to skim right now and find it, and it's not jumping out to me. So you might even want to look for that word while you read the article for the first time. Also, go ahead and look at this top part. This is, you don't need the article to answer these. There are 3 questions, and all of these can be answered using this chart here. So it says, which state is the birthplace of the most presidents? So you would have to be able to read this graph and understand to be able to answer this question. The directions are at the top about the graph, or the title, where were presidents born? About half of America's presidents were born in just 4 states. That's crazy. This bar graph shows the states that are birthplaces to the most presidents. So if you look, you can see that in North Carolina, our state, we've had 2 presidents that were born in North Carolina. This question is asking how many more presidents were born in Ohio than Texas. How many more means we have to compare. So we would be comparing Texas and Ohio, and I will give you a little hint. You're going to subtract to find this. And then this one says which state. So which state means we would be answering using one of the state names. Which state was the birthplace of more presidents than Massachusetts, but fewer than Ohio? That one will make you think too. So don't do anything else other than reading the article, doing our first 3 questions, and doing this back part of the magazine today. So you can learn some things about past presidents and who are about which information about one of the people that might be our future president too. And that's your social studies for today. And keep this in a safe place because you'll use it again and you'll bring it back to school on Wednesday.